Hey, what's up? This is Nate Falconer coming to you from my home office in Dallas, Texas. It is a warm day in Dallas and just wanted to take a couple minutes out of my day to film this short video to kind of explain to you probably why you're having issues with your business right now, why you're not making as much money as you would want to make right now, you know. And trust me, I've been in your shoes. I've been in this industry since 2008. I got started in traditional network marketing. So, you know, they tell you to make a list of your friends and the family and anyone you can think of, and then to invite them over to have a whole meeting. And then, you know, you show them this presentation and you ask them to join. Well, you know, I tried all that stuff, and not to say that I didn't, I just totally failed. I had some success doing that stuff, but I just really got tired of hitting up the friends and family because they truly couldn't feel my heart for what I was going to do. You know, they know my background and the foolishness I had, but they weren't able to truly understand the new mentality I had to want to do more for myself. So I kind of got tired of that. I was like, yo, there has to be a way to build this outside of having home meetings. So that's when I jumped online and I started watching YouTube videos, kind of like the one you're watching right now. I watched videos of people just giving little tips, little nuggets here and there about marketing, how to be effective during marketing. And I started to take those tips, apply it to my business, and had some success, and had way more success than I had offline. Talking like the money online to offline, it was no comparison. Way more money online, okay? And I just got better and better and better over the years, and I have really created a substantial knowledge base where I can go out and do any type of marketing that I want. And so, you know, I know what it is to be in your shoes right now, struggling and everything. And so hopefully if you take hold to this information I'm about to give you right now, you'll truly be able to have better results in your business. All right, so basically let's get into the meat and potatoes of what's going on. All right, so I'm going to break everything down probably into 2 or 3 sections and kind of show you, a little bit about what you can do to improve your business online. All right, so let's talk about some issues. All right, so for most people, when they get online and try to promote their business, they run into a couple issues, all right? The first issue they run into is a lack of credibility. Okay, so you're new online, so no one really knows who you are. Like, you just popped up on the scene and you're thinking that you're gonna get all these people in your company, and no one even knows who you are. Just like on the offline world, you're taught to build relationships so people can like you, know you, and trust you. Well, when you first come online, no one knows you, so they can't like you and they can't trust you because they just don't know you. And so the first thing you really need to do, start working on when you get online, is to start building credibility, right? And so the way you do that online is to have some type of an online presence. You need some online real estate, okay? Which only makes sense because if you're marketing online, then you need some type of online territory for somebody to come and learn more about you or your product or your service, okay? And so there's a couple ways you can build online presence, all right? The one way you can build an online presence is simply by doing videos, okay? Videos are a great way of creating an online presence. Some of the top platforms for videos right now or YouTube, and a couple you might not heard of is Vimeo and Vidler. All right, so my tip is whatever you do online, you definitely don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your videos on YouTube. Make sure you have them on YouTube, Vimeo, and Vidler. A tip about Vimeo is very search engine optimized, right? So if you can, if you do the descriptions and the titles correctly in Vimeo, Google loves to rank Vimeo videos, kind of like they do for YouTube. Vidler, a lot of people using Vidler now for their actual presentations. They're a lot safer to use because YouTube, they can pull the plug on you at any point in time. So make sure when you're doing videos, you just use these 3. Make sure you put the videos in all of these. You can don't use the same title for all of them. You want to vary it up a little bit. You don't want to use the same description for all of them either. You want to vary them a little bit, all right? And if you start real skilled, you can actually be able to use these to kind of rank each other, right? So that's one way of getting an online presence is video. So it doesn't have to be a video like this. It could be a screen share. You can do screen share videos and put those up. So that is just one way of creating an online presence where someone is able to connect with you, and through the words you're saying, they can kind of get a feel of you to see, you know, what you're saying, and is it valid, and or can they really feel the truth in it and stuff like that. And that's one way to build an online presence, because videos stay for a long time. All right. Another way to build online presence is to have a blog. All right. Now, if this was 4 or 5 years ago, I would say have a website, because people were just doing websites back then, right? But in these days, blogs are much better. Blogs are better because they are more Google friendly. And if you're doing anything online, you want to be able to have some of your stuff ranked within the Google search engine. So that's why we do blogs. Blogs are built for content to always be added to it. Google likes to see when things are being added. When things are being added to a site, they think that site has authority. So you want to have a blog, right? Just like on the offline world, I know you've heard people say, well, it must be true because I read it on the internet. Well, the same thing will kind of apply if you have a blog, right? So what you want to do is, when the blog, there's lots of things you put on the blog. Blogs are actually a little bit more versatile than videos, because in fact, you know, you can actually put your videos that you make on your blog, right? So you can put the videos that you make, any articles that you write, you can write articles and place them on your blog. All right, you can do press releases. So a press release is basically like a news story of something that's happening in the industry, and you put out a release on that. Another thing you can do is you can do reviews of different products or services, especially when it comes to your product and your service. You want to do reviews on your own product and service, okay? Some other things that you can do are you can do, let's see, you can also do you can do another thing important is do rants. And you want to talk about general subjects about making money, because people get to know you through your rants. So, and that's key. Make sure you have some rants on your blog. Just you talking just about anything, so they can get a true understanding of who you are and understanding who you are as a person. Okay. So those are a couple different things that you can use a blog for. And so what you want to do is make sure you have some type of online presence, whether it's videos, like a video channel, or just changes to video channel. Okay. Where you have the video channel and you have a video blog. Another thing that you'll be able to do with blogs further down the line is you're able to create sales presentations on your blog, which is something, it's an advanced strategy that I can actually tell you a little bit about. If you want to know about it, just ask. Definitely be able to show you a little bit more about that. So the first major stumbling block for people who are online struggling in their business right now is because of lack of credibility. Like, you need to grow credibility within your prospects so that they can know you, and then by them knowing you, they can like you and they can trust you, right? So the second part is going to be a little bit more technical, and this is when it starts to come to skill set. So you get online and you have a lack of skill set, okay? There is just an absolute lack of skill set. You have absolutely no clue what to do. You have this presentation that you need to send people to, and you don't know how to get people there. You don't know how to close them or anything like that. So that's when the lack of the skill set really hurts your business, okay? So my tip for you is to focus your skill set on 2 areas. Just 2 things you want to focus on. You will focus on A, traffic, or B, conversions, okay? Everything you do online, you want to focus on traffic and conversions. Traffic and conversions, okay? So if you are online marketing, okay, you will have some type of online presentation, okay? So you got your presentation here, okay? And like with the offline world, with the online world, the more people who see your presentation, the more sales you get on the back end. So you want a lot of people seeing your presentation, okay? This is what traffic is. Traffic is eyes to your presentation. So you're driving traffic to your presentation, and then on this end, you have sales, okay? My tip for you is, one thing you can do is, before you send people to your presentation, you always want to try to build credibility, always building credibility. So what you want to do is, instead of sending them to your presentation first, okay, so like that, so your presentation's over here, money on that side, sending your presentation over here, you want to send them to what's called a bridge page. So this is a bridge page. On this bridge page, you're going to pretty much introduce the speaker in this presentation, or introduce what they're about to see. You also want to say stuff a little bit about yourself, so that people will know like who you are, who they're listening to, because at the end, they're going to be creating the orders from you. So they need to know who they're dealing with in the first place, all right? So another thing you need to do online is make sure that everything that you're doing is converting. So the higher your conversions are, is basically taking your visitors and creating them into buyers. Visitors to buyers. So when we're talking about conversions, we're talking about visitors into buyers. Okay? So in everything you're doing online, you want to make sure you have as many people go into your presentation, and then at the end of it, hopefully your presentation is able to convert your visitors to buyers, okay? Another thing on the online world that you need to be doing is, when you're driving traffic, you want to be sending people to a lead capture page to capture that information, okay? So even before this process now, so this is the more improved model. Actually, I leave this here. So the more improved model, so this is good, this is better, and this is best. So you want your traffic going to a lead capture page, and then from the lead capture page, you've now captured their email address. Then they're taken to the bridge page to learn more about you and what they're about to see, and then they're taken to the presentation. Okay? And then the order form. So this is the best model for you when you're dealing with traffic and conversions. If you do everything in that order, trust me, your results are going to more than double, triple. They're going to be night and day compared to what you were doing before, okay? And so when we're talking about traffic and conversions, there are so many techniques out there to do traffic and conversions. It's not always second nature. It's not always second nature, right? So let me go ahead and raise some of this on this side. We can start talking about some of those traffic and generation techniques, all right? So basically, driving traffic. Several ways you can drive traffic, okay? You can drive traffic. You can do free traffic or paid traffic, okay? Now, if you can at all help it, make sure you do paid traffic. Paid traffic is so much faster than free traffic. A lot of free traffic takes a long time to get the ball rolling before you're able to get visitors to your website. But if you do paid traffic, a lot of that is instantaneous, right? And so in the long run, you're probably going to move from free to paid anyway, because you're going to get the best results with paid traffic. I started off with free traffic. I did okay, but it wasn't until I started doing paid traffic that I had a whole lot more success, right? So some free traffic methods you can do are, let's see, you can do your like your blog posts. Your blog posts is free traffic, and someone finds it in the search engines, your free traffic, okay? Which kind of also leads to SEO, search engine optimization. You can go on Facebook and you know, befriend people who are in the industry, talk to them, get them to see your presentation. You can go to forums related to your industry, create a profile, start talking to people, giving some advice, asking questions, stuff like that, getting people interested. So there are several different ways that you can do free traffic here, okay? Videos are also a great way of free traffic if you can get them to rank in search engines. Also a great way. You can do articles. Okay, and all this right here is all this right here. This is all real estate, online real estate, with the stuff that you can put on your blog. So make sure if you do anything, you have to have a blog. Definitely have to have a blog in your arsenal. Quickly, some of the paid methods you can do are you can do stuff like Facebook ads, those ads that appear on the right side of the page, or even on your mobile phone. Sometimes they appear within your newsfeed. So you can do Facebook ads. Okay. You can do banner ads. So basically, banners are those pictures that appear sometimes, and you click on the banner and it takes people to your website. You can do banner ads. You can do what's called solo ads. People who have an email list, a list of subscribers, they will charge you to be able to send an email to their list. That's called a solo ad. All right. So there's various different ways that you can do this. Okay. Some of the other things that you can do paid advertising. If you get real slick, you can be able to do Google ads. There's YouTube ads. There's all different things that you can pay for that will give you traffic instantaneously, and you'll be able to get visitors to your website. Okay. So we talked about lack of credibility, and we talked about lack of skill set. We said in lack of credibility that you need online presence. Like having a blog is so important in your business, to talk about your product, to talk about your service, to talk about yourself, to give yourself credibility. People read stuff about you, they're like, okay, this person must know what they're talking about. They start to relate you to being an expert. Skill set. Everything you want to do revolves around increasing your traffic or your conversions. You want to turn your visitors into buyers. The higher you make in conversions, the more money you'll make. The higher the traffic, the more money that you'll make. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game. So if you can increase these numbers, you can increase your bottom line, right? And for some people, this might not relate to all, but a lot of people, there's a third reason why there's just a lack of having great success in the business, and that's called a lack of funds. Simply a lack of funds, right? People are not making enough money from the business to actually fund a lot of these things right here, okay? This is what's going to bring the bread and butter into your business, but people don't have any advertising budgets. So without money to advertise, you can't get traffic. You can't get traffic, right? So having an advertising budget is so very important, right? I remember when I first got online and started learning about some of these things here, I got introduced to a concept called a funded proposal, right? So actually, let me do this right here. Funded proposal. So basically, what a funded proposal is a concept I first heard coined by Mike Dillard. And so basically what a funded proposal is the sale of a low dollar product, and it's usually a product or service that kind of educates your prospect on either your company as a whole or your industry or the need for what your product and solution solves, okay? So a sale of a low product, right? And so after you sell a low product to them, then you want to introduce them to the larger price product, which in most cases is your business. Okay, so this funded proposal sets them up for this. Not only does it train, but it also produces a little bit of income. So you sell that, you make a little bit of income, and you send them to your business. So if they join your business, you know, at least you made a couple bucks from selling them a small product, right? And so, you know, I got online, I kind of really understood this concept and started running with it. You know, I started off with ebooks and as funded proposals, using that to kind of help to generate interest in the business. Until one day I found a system. I found a system of marketing training, and I was like, well, marketing training. I was like, well, I want the people who join my business to be educated. I want them to have a better chance of not falling into these 3 lacks that hurts people's businesses. I was like, well, if I educate my prospect on how to market initially, and I'm able to sell them something small in this front end, then as my prospects start joining my business, they come out on this end with a little bit of education. And with that education, they can go off and start creating results. And if they create results, they stay. I was like, yo, that is a win-win situation. Marketing a product that's been able to educate them, increase their knowledge, so that they can go out, join the business, and start creating results right off the bat, okay? And so that's something that I've been using in my business, okay? And it's something that I would love to share with you right now. So if you look below this video, there should be a button. That button is going to take you to another video. If you're serious about creating an income, about making sure that you can escape these 3 areas that are hurting your business, if you want higher education, if you want to learn about articles and videos and banner ads and solo ads and all that, and you want to increase your knowledge so that you can be more effective in marketing your business, click on that button below and you can be taken to the video where I'm going to show you more about this funding proposal concept and how you can use what I found and that allowed me to create tens of thousands of dollars online, how you too can use that to grow your business and create an advertising budget at the same time. So right now, just go ahead and look below this video, make sure you click that button and it'll take you to the next video, and I'll see you on the next side.